Yeah. What does this city mean to you? I know you lived in LA, you know, you got places in Atlanta and Houston, but like when you think of New York, what do you think of? Like, what does it make you feel?
Well, you know, I lived in New York before Disney was on 42nd Street, when they had the strip clubs and the drug deals and all that was going down. And when you walk down the street, you didn't know if you get out alive walking down 42nd. And so when I remember one time I came out of the subway, and it just felt like it was such a powerful environment. But what more importantly is, I realized as a youth how important New York City is into our books, into our history. And so when you come up here, you see the Statue of Liberty, you see Empire State Building, you see Broadway, you see 42nd. It really was like walking through a history. And it really affected me because I didn't realize I knew so much about New York until I arrived. And then tried to be able to conquer this environment. That's what it is. You have to win over New York.
Oh yeah,
New York
you gotta
will fall
fight
on
for
you.
things in New York.
It will fall on you,
Yeah.
and so it never fell on me, and I'm proud to say that because I realized the environment was tied to hustle. It's tied to mass amount of people moving in one direction. I always tell people that one thing I love about New York is that if I walked out of my apartment naked, just no clothes, by the time I get to the street, I have a hot dog and be fully dressed. By the time I get to the block. Because that's what New York is. I furnished my apartment off of the streets of New York because I lived on 86 and First. Just went up a couple of blocks, 90 high-end area where they was putting out lamps and sofas and all that. Packed it onto my place and had one of the best decorated apartments in New York City off the streets of New York City.
That's crazy. You know, it's a town, I think, where there's so much opportunity, but there's also a lot of pressure.
Right.
And it doesn't give you a big warm hug, you know, it doesn't give you puppy dogs and rainbows. It says you either make it or we're gonna go on to the next person. That's what it means to me.
Well, isn't life like that?
Yeah.
You know, and I think that
It's magnified here.
It's magnified here because there's so many people. You know, I know when I was living here, it was like during the day it was 12 million people. At night it was 7 million people. So imagine you're just a crowd of people suddenly came into your house. You'd be confused and trying to figure out why are these people here and what they're going to do, what can I do, how can I benefit from them all being here. That's what New York City is. Just a rush of people coming in, they're doing their business and they exit immediately. And that type of atmosphere can be very frustrating for people, can be very intimidating for people. I loved it. I loved it. I enjoyed it. Hopping in a cab. I enjoyed walking the streets. I walked down from 125th Street, which is Harlem. I walked all the way down one day. I walked all the way down to 20th Street because I enjoyed the atmosphere. Every block, every neighborhood is different, and it's really New York City is a great city.